Let us discuss adhamma, which is not dhamma. Under the category of not dhamma, Ambedkar discusses different conception of religion, which according to Ambedkar should be distinguished from dhamma. Ambedkar shows that Buddha himself was opposed to such conceptions. Many ideas which are regarded as constituents of true religion, that is dhamma, actually are not. These ideas are the belief in supernatural, the belief in Ishvara, the belief in union with Brahman, the belief in soul, the belief in sacrifice, that is yajna, the belief based on speculations, just reading books of dhamma without understanding them, and belief in the infallibility of books, while negating the belief in the supernatural as dhamma. Ambedkar emphasizes the rational approach of Buddha. Against belief in God as the false conception of religion, Ambedkar shows that the doctrine of pratitya samutpada, that is dependent origination, provides a decisive argument against the existence of God. While rejecting the soul substance, he asserts anatta, doctrine of Buddhism, which accepts the panchaskandha, that is 5 aggregate theory of consciousness. According to Ambedkar, Dhamma defies speculations. He shows that the Buddha refused to entertain the question of origination of universe, cosmology and self. Ambedkar says that one may have an answer to this, but one needs to be omniscient, which nobody is. So, he says that speculative theories of religion are not verified nor they verifiable. Against the belief in the infallibility of the books of Dhamma, Ambedkar says that Dhamma does not endorse infallibility of any text. So, Buddha himself told Kalamas not to accept any view just because it is found written in scriptures. Now, let us discuss Saddhamma. Under the category of Saddhamma, Ambedkar focuses on the social manifestation of Dhamma. For example, he tells that Saddhamma helps to make a world a kingdom of righteousness. Dhamma becomes Saddhamma when it promotes prajna, that is, when it makes learning open to all. Ambedkar also includes Shila, Maitri and Karuna as the constituents of Saddhamma. Though prajna is knowledge and wisdom, it is important that there is a chance of its being misused. The function of Shila would be to put control on unprecedented use of prajna. Ambedkar also gives importance to Karuna towards poor, helpless and unprotected. Karuna is necessary to uplift impoverished, orphan and aged. In short, this is a love for human being, but it is not enough. Ambedkar explicitly mentions that love for human being is not enough. There should be love for non-human being also. This love is explained through the concept of Maitri. Apart from Maitri and Karuna, Ambedkar includes the principle of social equality as an important part of Saddhamma. Dhamma, in order to be Saddhamma, must pull down barriers among human beings. So, it teaches that the status of a person should not be determined by birth but by worth. Now, let us discuss the next point, rebirth and karma. Ambedkar gives clarification of concepts like rebirth and karma, that is karma, accepted in all religious systems in India with some vital deviations. Ambedkar focuses on that concept and tries to align them with the basic principle of Dhamma. Rebirth, according to Ambedkar, that Buddha neither eternalist nor annihilationist. Buddha believed in rebirth but not in its traditionally accepted sense. Ambedkar divides the question of rebirth into two questions. First, rebirth of what and rebirth of whom. To this first question, that is rebirth of what, Ambedkar's answer was, rebirth is the cycle of four composites of body, namely earth, water, fire and air. At the time of death, they do not perish, but their particular combination is perished. Four elements go back to their form. They again generate the life, birth. So, it is the rebirth not of the soul substance, but four elements. This conception of rebirth goes closer to the theory of conservation of matter in physics. It is vitality and heat which are responsible for sense organ to work. Hence, Ambedkar gives a scientific interpretation of rebirth, which is the famous physics theory of conservation of matter and energy. This entails that energy is never lost. Ambedkar himself tells that teaching of Buddha is in consonance with modern science. Now, the second question, rebirth of whom, means to ask whether the same person is born. The religious systems which accept rebirth claims that there is identity or continuity between the dead person and the reborn one. But according to Ambedkar's interpretation of Buddha's rebirth doctrine, the answer is definitely not of the same person. That is why, though the Buddha, according to Ambedkar, accepts rebirth, he does not accept transmigration. Ambedkar proposes the idea of rebirth without idea of eternal soul. So, rebirth is like lighting a lamp from another lamp without sameness of the flame. Ambedkar tells that Buddha did not answer the question what happens to the individual after death, either positively or negatively. Ambedkar thinks that it can be known like the number of sand particles on the beach is unknowable. This is also a feature of Dhamma, that what can't be known shouldn't be tried to answer.